Hey there! Bob from Wisconsin Garden. Welcome to the OCGFAM show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it at the show right now. Let's just get into the show. Worm castings. We've been talking about bloom the last few episodes, about the bloom phase of growing a particular plant and how you maximize that for flavor, terpenes, get it just right. And there was a question a while back. We did a little video on this before. I'm not kind of recycling this, rebooting this video because it was so popular. It was about worm castings and about how far into bloom you can use those. And it was important because not all worm castings are created equal, and you got some other things to consider. And Scott had I thought, a very thoughtful and insightful answer about this. So I'd like you to watch the clip. I'll talk to you after.
How late in flower would you utilize worm castings as a top dressing? What is the application rate if you have a medium gum deposit and 1/2 C worm cast?
Is 1/2 a cup.
1/2 a cup of worm castings per 5-gallon pot topped. 4 to 8 cups of number 4 soil, a good start.
Yeah, that's a great start. And the worm casting piece comes down to what's the worm castings and what's their food source. If it's a high nitrogen manure food source, then I wouldn't go put that much on past week 4 because you're going to be adding in a lot of nitrogen, protein, and insoluble nitrates from the castings themselves. So if it's like grain-fed stuff, week 5, week 6, you'd be fine, but you're getting to a point where it's just getting late. But 1/2 cup per 4 cups of soil as a top dress on top of the gum would be perfect. That's a great rate.
And are you, if you're going to reuse your soil, would that make any difference? Where you might put some at the end to kind of get your soil ready for next time around, or not so much?
I wouldn't in the last 10 days because you're going to release a whole bunch of flavors or nutrients that could tweak the flavors at the very end. So now you really do, you want, once you've chopped, then feel free to go ahead and top dress, put more fresh soil, and then start turning it because it'll start breaking everything down faster.
But you certainly don't want to, there is nutrients to this, and you don't want to do that when you're trying to fall it out.
Yeah, it's very minute, but it's enough to me that nitrogen is the key. Worm castings historically will have nitrogen in them, and that would be my biggest concern for flavor.
Okay.
It'll green stuff up. At the end of you won't go through fall either. You won't get a lot of fade if you do that.
Okay, what do you think? That informative, entertaining, helpful, agree, disagree, questions, comments, thoughts? Put them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Working toward a big bloom show with Scott, kind of reboot this whole bloom thing, do a whole new, we've got all this information about bloom. We're going to update that. We're going to condense it. We're going to make it into a powerful thing. But that requires all of you asking and talking about what we need to do to make it make sense to you. So please participate in the comments. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCGFAM show is pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM show. See you tomorrow.